Run it back.
Alright guys, I am not a trained professional. Don't try this at home.
Oh my god, dude. The CEO is out here dropping bitches, and while his one of the biggest Twitch streamers are getting assaulted by a fan. Let me play this from the beginning without any interruptions, and then we're gonna break it down.
Whoa.
And he gets an attitude about it, and he just walks off. Nothing.
Crazy. Holy
Nothing
shit.
happens.
What
He
the
just
fuck
walks
is
off.
that?
So she's doing. I think this is a Twitch staff. He just walks by, skips the line, sets his eye on her like a target, comes in, straight up goes for a hug, and tries kissing her. I guess donating all those hundreds of thousands of dollars to her streams makes him entitled of just like having his way with her. And she screams, she pushes him. He's like, "Oh, what happened?" And then this guy just shoves him. I think he stumbles upon something, and then he gets an attitude. "Oh man, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean if I just assaulted someone I watch on Twitch and I have a parasocial relationship with them, and they don't know I exist? You know? If you don't know what's going on, last night, at TwitchCon, popular streamer Emiru, however you say her name, is a professional American online streamer, YouTuber, and cosplayer. Okay, I guess that's a job now. You can. Okay, she basically had a meet and greet, and again, Twitch being Twitch and having no staff awareness and basically no actual bodyguards from their own account, just lets a deranged fan just skips the line and basically hugs her and tries kissing her. And it is just crazy, you know, like, again, we see it every year. Something is going on at TwitchCon, man. Like, she has 1.9 million followers on Twitch. No security for one of your top streamers. Imagine if this was like a 5,000 followers or 20k followers streamer, like a small time streamer, getting like 500 concurrent viewers or like 1,000 live viewers. What would have happened to them? You know, like look, he could have basically Julius Caesar her. Like, if he had a knife, just and bam, dead. Like there, like literally Julius Caesar her if he wanted to. But no, he was just some perv, just wanting to get close to his parasocial Twitch streamer that he thinks he has a relationship just because he's subbing her and sending her money every other day. So, as expected, the community is outraged. I mean, we sliding for Emiru. I guess she had a show at TwitchCon and she basically talked about the incident.
How are you guys feeling? Have you picked a winner?
I think I know my winner.
You already have your winner?
I think I have my winner.
All right.
Sorry, I must have caught mono at my meet and greet.
Hey, I mean, props to her making the joke out of the situation. She did make a video about it, so I just want to check it out. Okay, so I'm just guessing she just filmed it right after her cosplay TwitchCon show.
But yeah, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wrote fucking notes for this. In a way, it's my responsibility, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about me, like this could have happened to anyone. Honestly, for all we know, this could have already happened to someone, a small streamer.
It already has.
And someone just wasn't filming it. Which, okay, I'll just start this by saying, shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter. Because last night after this happened, I was thinking like, fuck, like I have to talk about this. Like people need to know that this happened, like how am I gonna do that? And then someone happened to post it on Twitter. So thank fucking God I didn't have to figure that out myself. Which, okay, like I said, this is gonna be a mess because I'm not meant to be doing these kinds of streams.
The chat is going wild. W cameraman, W.
I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral. And even after the fact that that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet.
I mean, this is like very Twitch-like behavior, you know. If this wasn't filmed and like posted on Twitter, like definitely Twitch wouldn't have like addressed it unless she made a video about it first or went on stream and complained about it. It wouldn't been their like first knee-jerk reaction, be like, "Oh, hey guys, we're sorry about that." And we know, and even this TwitchCon day before this TwitchCon, they were saying the security is gonna be uptight. You know, we're gonna check everybody's gonna come into the venue, and again, Twitch being Twitch, Lion being Pinocchio, and nope, just being a disappointment of a platform that there already are. And yeah, like again, I'm going to reiterate my point. She has 1.9 million followers on Twitch. Imagine someone who has 50k, 10k, or someone a small time streamer. Like, wouldn't not even be cared.
So, I show up at 4, I'm doing my meet and greet. This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet.
Okay, so wow.
I was just taking a picture with someone else, like completely normal, nice guy. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet, and he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber. So he's able to walk up and in front of another streamer's meet and greet. And then he walks up to me, and he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean? And he grabs me, but I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but in my head, I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head, I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, cause like.
I mean, the guy who was like a Twitch staff standing right next to her, they weren't wearing like a special attire, at least from the video from like 20 feet away. Like, yeah, I don't blame her from like assuming that it was like a Twitch staff, because who in their right mind go to a big venue like that and expect to have basically zero security?
Sometimes it'll happen where you're at an event and someone will like come up to like let you know something, you know what I mean? But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal. And then he grabs my face and he leans in and lips puckered tries to kiss me, and I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security, is like nowhere near me, nowhere to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything.
Because they're basically dummies.
My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave. Yeah, so then after this point, I did not see a lot of what happened here. This is just based off what people in the line told me. My friend Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was my personal manager. That was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on.
As expected.
My manager and Bonnie moved me to the back, and they're like hugging me and being like, do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically. And I was back there for like a minute, and I was—
Come on. Like, why would you ask that? Like, she just got basically assaulted, and then you ask, hey, do you want to still do our contractual meet and greet that you don't want to be doing in the first place? Just so we can allow you to premiere your show at TwitchCon? That's crazy.
So I didn't see this. This is just what my friend and my manager were telling me. The Twitch security like kind of like got together after that, and we were like, wait, what happened? oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha, and just like start talking about something else. So it's
Just
like,
brush it off.
okay, and then that's the events of what happened, just to like line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this at all, and I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. Whew, okay. So I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard. Oh, and also, by the way, I've seen clips, people bringing up clips of me talking about how my previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker and he held him by the arm until police got there. And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon. Like from all of TwitchCon, not just the venue, because that was in Las Vegas.
Oh my god, so basically her preferred security guard that actually did his job was said, nah, buddy, you are way too qualified to be in a Twitch venue. We want borderline retarded.
I let some of my friends know, they come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know, she says, okay, my manager, I've contacted the police, they're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy, they haven't found him. I'm like, what? Anyway.
I mean, to be honest, it's San Diego, right? I know Twitch ID'd the guy, and that's how they banned him. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like typical of like city police.
So at some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who by the way, she's so sweet, like she didn't do anything wrong here. All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends, I'm like, the fuck do I do here, guys? Like, I have to talk about this, blah, 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 and they're like, oh, like, don't worry about that right now, and then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying hope Emmy's okay? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I guess the clip got posted. Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise, I don't think Twitch would have said anything. So after that, I start getting a lot of messages, I'm responding to people, and my manager comes back to me and she's upset. She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
Classic. That is this guy who just assaulted one of our one of our biggest streamers. 30 days ban, man. Like, come on, like, guys, come on. What do you want? You want him to like actually arrest the guy? Like, gee, like, for fuck's sake, no, dude. He's actually the one filling our pockets, and people like him.
What? And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be a definite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they change it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch. Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it, but I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
Yep, we just saw that clip.
Okay.
And also, for you guys who don't know who the actual CEO of Twitch is. Let me just show you what kind of person he is.
You want to explore clips,
That's very nice.
and now you have a clips feed. Okay? Suppose you want to check out the stories
And this is all the people that he's following.
to see what you missed yesterday. You click there.
God damn, dude, how many Discord messages do you have? You were CEO, and how do you have time on Discord?
And now
Yep.
you're in your stories feed.
All girls.
Okay?
Okay. That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's also
Look, wait.
so
Even here, he's like, oh, shit, man. They were supposed to see my following. Fuck. There's a very dark reality for female Twitch streamers, and especially her as someone who is into like cosplaying. Like 99.9% of the guys who are watching her, sending gifts to her, subbing her, donations after donations, they think they have a parasocial relationship, you know, just because they sent their $50, $100, $200, whatever. Like that's her girlfriend now, basically online, you know. Like, and I think all the female streamers actually know this, but actually seeing it play out in real life, how like that is basically her audience, like a member from her audience, her male audience, just being himself. Look, Twitch being the biggest platform for like live streaming, you know, for like years upon years, and there was basically no platform to like actually like challenge their status in that regard. I think that is one of the reasons why they're able to, you know, be just careless with their policies and on-platform activities. But now with like Rumble, Kick, even Party coming up on the rise, I think this is gonna Twitches really have to realize sooner or later, like, hey, we have to be more consistent with our policies. First of all, like banning people for like saying mildly offensive stuff. Like people are moving away from like Twitch slowly to like Kick and Rumble and even Party, and you know, if they don't do it within like 5 to 10 years, Twitch is gonna basically bankrupt, you know, like, because this is not nothing new for Twitch, you know. Yeah, guys, basically that's it for today. This is like basically 4 a.m. right now, so I gotta edit this video. So yeah, basically, anyways, guys, like and subscribe, you know, help me grow my channel. Because man, like, thank God I'm not a fucking streamer, dude. Like, I could basically get killed at TwitchCon, but again, I know better to not go to TwitchCon, especially in 2025. So yeah, peace.